What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Repurposely. I am your boy Rocky, and today I am super excited to go over this video with you. We are turning blogs into ebooks, and it is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to walk down the workflow of what I do when I create ebooks, and I'm not going to leave anything out. So we got a lot to cover. If you are excited about learning how to turn blog posts into ebooks, you are in the right place. Let's just jump right into the first step. All right, so we are here at repurposing.com, and as usual, I do have a blog post that you can go take a look at and walk through if you prefer to take this process by reading step by step. But also, this video is going to go over everything, like I said, not missing a step. I'm also going to walk you through how to create some really good ideas for the blog that you're going to use for that ebook, and then also show you a piece of software that I like to use when creating ebooks. Now, a lot of people like to ask the question, why create an ebook? And one of the biggest reasons is it helps you become a thought leader in your industry. It allows you to repurpose your content and get it in front of your audience, maybe on social media, or just if somebody wants to dive deeper into what it is that you are talking about within a blog post. It allows them to absorb that information at a deeper level if that's something that you want to create for them. Creating ebooks is a great way to make people see that you really understand the topic that you're discussing. Now, the first step is selecting your content and identifying your best performing blog posts. And you do that by either using evergreen content, also checking your comments on your blog posts, also the interaction that people give you from social media within that particular topic that you're talking about, with likes and shares and things like that. So that's the first step. Just identify what it is that you want to talk about, the topic that you want to expand upon from a blog that you've already created. Okay. Step 2 would be organizing your content and outlining that content. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you put it in a way that has a logical flow. Okay. There's nothing worse than talking about something and then all of a sudden talking about something completely different and then having to revert back to what it was that you were originally talking about, especially when you're talking about creating an ebook, right? Create this in a way that makes it easier for people to take in your content. It's not a live feed where you have your mistakes and things like that. So you really want to take your time to put this together in a way that makes sense for the reader. And you do that by identifying key themes, arranging your topics in a way that makes sense, and then maintaining consistency for each chapter to have a specific flow when you move into the next topic of that book that you're talking about. So you want to make sure that you outline each chapter. That's your chapter title, your major points, your supporting details, and then, like I said, just moving into the next section so people understand what's coming up next. You can use this example from this particular ebook that I wrote, the 12 Unbeatable Recipes for Crafting Viral Blog Content. The link, I believe, is in the description, so you can look at that if you want to see how I outline this particular book. It's very simple, but it shows you a very clear way to make your ebook stand out and be easy to read. Step 3 is editing and expanding on that particular content within the blog post. So the cool thing about creating an ebook is that you are able to dive deeper into specific areas where people have more time to absorb your content, right? So you want to make sure that you update outdated information. So if you talking about a blog post that was a year ago or a few months ago, you just want to make sure that you go through really quick and see if there's anything new within the industry that you can add to expand upon that content. When you talk about adding additional value, you're talking about just diving deeper into particular key topics, maybe adding some expert opinions, things like that. Readability, right? Readability is so important. You want to make sure that using a lot of jargon when you're talking about that particular topic. Use different examples, use analogies if you want to, use images, things like that. Step 4 is designing and formatting the content itself. So like I said a little bit, I'm going to show you the software that I like to use to design my ebooks and incorporate visual elements for those. Clearly, you want to make sure that you optimize the ebook for specific devices like mobile, tablets, desktops, etc. That usually is included within a software that you're using, but don't take that for granted. Make sure that when you create the ebook, you read it on your cell phone, you make sure that it looks good, because if it looks all jumbled and you have your images or your infographics outlined in a way that doesn't make sense or that is hard to understand or read, the ebook's not going to be very valuable to the people that you're trying to impress. Okay. The next thing would be adding interactive elements. You want to include your links, you want to include your call to action, things like that. You can include some little surveys that people can go out to later on to give you feedback on that particular ebook. There's all types of different things that you can do when you're talking about interacting with your readers within that ebook. And the next step is marketing and promoting your ebook. So once you are done and you go through the outline, you edited it and everything is looking great, you want to market it. You want to promote it on social media. You want to leverage your blog. You want to put that ebook within the blog post itself. Now you can do that where you are sending people to a landing page to give an email, or you can just give them the ebook and just let them click on it and open it up. And I made a YouTube short about this in the sense of this enhances the dwell time on your website, which sends signals to Google that the content that you're offering is valuable, because people are spending more than the average 57 seconds that they normally spend on a blog post in itself. That's a really cool hack to increase the page time that you have on your blog, which helps in a significant amount of ways. It increases trust. It also increases SEO, because Google is like, wow, people are spending tons of time on this blog, so maybe I should rank it higher, because that's what they want to do. They want to give more valuable information to the people that are searching for it. Like I said, you want to utilize social media, email marketing, etc. So now that we've gone through the normal process of what you would do to turn your blog into an ebook, let me show you how to get some cool ideas and then show you the software that I like to use that simplifies the process. So here we are on the dashboard of Repurposely.ai. And as you can see, there are a ton of tools here. They're all dedicated to helping you repurpose your content easier, get ideas, as well as actually create some content as well through the Repurposely AI writer down here. But right now, what we're going to do is focus on the topic at hand, which is blog to ebook ideas. So what you would do is you would just click on this tool. It is a paid tool, part of the premium plan. And then what you would do is you would go out, if you don't already have your blog, but hopefully you do, you've done your research. For us, what we're going to do is we're going to go over this particular Healthline article where it talks about losing 20 pounds in a month. Is it possible? And so we're going to now create ebook ideas based off of this blog post, so we don't have to necessarily spend an enormous amount of time wondering what kind of ebook to write. You can also use a video. If you have a video, you can upload that. If you find a video on YouTube and you want to use that, all you need to do is open up a YouTube downloader, take the link from YouTube, drop that into the software. It's going to give you an MP4, and then you can just upload that video to Repurposely.ai. Now, what we would do here after we include our link from the blog is we would just drop down and change this to GPT-4 Omni and click generate. Now, this is going to take some time because the process here is it's analyzing the blog, And then what you're going to get back is an enormous amount of information in regards to titles, the problem that the ebook is going to solve, a hook, and how many chapters you should include in that particular type of ebook. So this is all being analyzed for you and put together in a way that is going to allow you to just take a look at what these ideas are and say, yeah, I like the way this one looks. So we're going to go with that idea, as well as how it formats your chapters. And here we go. So right here, you're getting your 10 ideas, right? Down here to 10. And you're getting your title, the 20-pound challenge, a comprehensive guide to weight loss. Number of chapters, 12. Problem solved, how to effectively lose 20 pounds in a healthy and sustainable manner. The hook, this is what you're going to use when you're promoting this ebook or when you're just on social media and you're creating outlines for your posts, is unlock the secrets to shedding 20 pounds without sacrificing your favorite foods or spending hours at the gym. And then here are your chapter ideas. Here's 12 chapters here. You get 12 chapters here. Understanding weight loss, the basics, setting realistic goals, the role of nutrition in weight loss, effective exercise routine, the importance of hydration, managing stress and sleep, tracking your progress, overcoming plateaus, healthy meal planning, the power of mindset, staying motivated, and maintaining your weight loss. You see what's happening here? It's giving you the chapter ideas, but it's also putting it in a format that makes logical sense. So instead of you doing this manually through the blog, if you want to do that, that's totally cool. But you're getting a piece of information here that is going to allow you to really simplify the process when it's time to create that ebook. When you get into your template and you're getting into your table of contents, this simplifies it. And then it also allows you now to take these chapter ideas and expand upon them. Write an outline for this particular chapter, and etc. So it really makes it easy. The next one here is 20 pounds down, a step-by-step weight loss journey. 10 chapter ideas. So what this does, it looks at what the idea is, and it says, what's the most reasonable amount of chapters that you're going to need to give your reader the proper information fully without leaving out anything. And if you want to add chapters, by all means, go ahead. If you want to take some chapters away, by all means, go ahead. But this gives you a really good running start when it's time to create that ebook. And it goes on the line, like I said, to the 10 ideas. This one only has 8 chapters. This one has 14 chapters. And why? Because it's an ultimate guide to losing 20 pounds. So it's going to give you a little bit more in regards to what it is that you're going to talk about in that ebook. And I really love the title options that you have here. A holistic approach to weight loss. This is speaking to a specific audience. So if your audience is really focused on losing weight in a holistic way, this is a great ebook to write. Okay. Now, with that said, you can copy this and then put it into a Word doc. It's going to copy all of these ideas. This is not something that is individual. Unless you want to just highlight and copy it yourself, you can do that. You can click on this right here and save it to your repository, or you can take this one specific ebook idea and add it to your calendar, and you just click here, you pick a date that you want to write this ebook, you click that, you click schedule, and it's going to show up in your calendar, so you don't have to remember all of this, or you don't have to necessarily highlight this and put it into a particular document right now. It's really easy for you to get your ideas and then get back to them later when you have the time. I love this one. It's giving you the 20-week challenge, right? And then giving you your chapter ideas and giving you 20 weeks. So it's really focused on making it extremely easy for you. Let's get into the software that I like to use to simplify this process and get you all set to get your ebooks out as quickly as possible. So here we are on the home dashboard of Visme, and as you can see, this is my personal account. I use Visme a lot. I have tons and tons of projects. I am a firm believer in this software. I think it's magnificent. It really helps you easily create content without needing to be a designer. I think that's great. And it has just an enormous amount of features that make it so easy. So if you haven't checked out Visme, check out the link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. This channel is viewer supported. So if you click on that link, you're supporting the channel, helping you make this content. But again, you can just go to the link yourself. I want you to use this software because it's great to use, especially when it comes to repurposing content. So getting to creating your ebook, all you would do is when you end up on the home dashboard, you'd click on documents right here. It brings you to this document page. And as you see, you can scroll over. There's tons of different things that you can use this for, tons of different documents that you can create. But here you would just click on eBooks. And then at that point, it's going to give you a ton of templates. They're making templates all the time. It just keeps going and going and going. So you're going to find something that fits your particular ebook style. This one's a health medicine one, so maybe you want to look for something like that. Let's just preview this. And it has these things right here. So if you want to add statistics and things like that, you can click on these little boxes down here, these images, and it's going to show you the overall outline of the ebook. Let's just say you're going to use this particular template. It's going to load it for you. And then at that point, you just use a drag and drop editor. It's very simple. You have all of your graphics and things that you want to use over here on the left-hand side. And you can also just click in here and type what you want. And then you get your editing text right here. So what I would do is I would go here and I would, at that point, start creating a table of contents with the outlines from repurposely.ai. So I would say introduction. Then at that point, we would go into, let's say one of the ideas was 20-pound challenge, right? So chapter ideas, I would go right here and I would go introduction to weight loss, understanding the basics. Then setting realistic goals, the role of nutrition. And I would go down the line and you can either add more numbers here, or at that point, you can just duplicate this page by clicking this little cog right here. And then it's going to give you the option to duplicate the page. And then once you duplicate the page, you add your additional chapters right here. And then from here, you would just go in and you would begin editing this and writing your ebook and using this particular format. And you can continue to duplicate this page if you like the way the content looks, and just continuously making different chapters and pages this way. You can also add different pages. So you can go here and you can add a blank page if you want to design it. You can also click on here and get more templates and then go inside of a different template and take a different page and add that page. So it makes it really simple to outline your ebook, to design it beautifully. You can change all the colors. Visme also allows you to enter your brand colors as well. So this will all turn into your brand colors if that's what you decided you wanted to do. Easily, you just click on this and change the color to what you like. I have my brand colors here, so I would just change that. Very simple. And I think when it comes to creating content, you want to keep the process as simple as possible. And that's what you do. You just go down the line and write your ebook this way. As far as creating the content for your ebook, you can either use ChatGPT, you can use Perplexity or some other type of AI writer, or you can just use the knowledge that you have in your head and write it out the way you want. I definitely think using an option of one and the other, like ChatGPT and then a little bit of what you understand, or using what you understand and adding some infographics or some tables or something like that through using AI is great. I know there's AI ebook writers out there and things like that, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that the ebook represents your brand and your voice. When you're done with your ebook and you've got all the designs and all the images and all the videos and media that you want to include, all you do after that is you go over to download. You can, at that point, use it as a PDF. You can also share it online, which is really cool because then you can add tons of other media, hotspots, videos, things like that. You can share privately if you'd like. You can embed it. I do like publishing it because it gives you the opportunity to allow people to go to a web page where they can download it on their own. You can add music if you'd like. There's just so many options to simplify your ebook. You can turn it into a flip book when you do have it online. I definitely think that this is taking ebooks to a whole nother level in the sense of how people can interact and the features that it offers. I would definitely suggest checking out the free plan, seeing at what options are available. You can also add AI text to speech if there's something else that you want to include. It's totally up to you. You can also present it. So you can be on a webinar or a YouTube live or a Facebook live and then hit present. And then what that will allow you to do is talk about the ebook specifically with your audience on that particular call or on that live, and just flip through these topics that you're talking about that make it look really beautiful, really professional. And also one of the other cool things about this is you can set it up to where you have your privacy included into this. So you can collect email without having an email provider. So all you would do is requires registration. And then once somebody goes to the particular link, they have to include their name and whatever business they're involved in and their email. And then Disney stores that. And then you can take that email and include it into your email provider that you use, and then create campaigns specific to people interested in this ebook. They can add comments, they can share it. There's so many things, and it also can get indexed. So I'm gonna leave it at that. There's just a ton of things to do. This is definitely the future of repurposing content and actually keeping your audience engaged. And with that, we are completely done. If you found this helpful in any way, please comment, like, subscribe. I love you guys. You are so supportive. And I will be back next week with a brand new video. But get out there and start creating some ebooks and start making them specific to your blog. People love them. Until next week, thank you so much for watching. Peace.